know what I'm talking about, man? What's good with them people out there, man? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? Oh, it's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? How's y'all doing on this Turd Testimonial Tuesday? Say Turd Testimonial Tuesday? What are you talking about, baby? Cuz, we gonna get into it. But before we do that, what's good? People like hee hee, ha ha. You know what I'm talking about, man? Ken in the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say can in the pen? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in stores now, man. You can go and get you one off of 76 MacArthur. They sold out. They'll be back, though. Giants Liquor is where I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man? 82nd Hillside Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about, man? They say somebody put them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. Now, you know, because I tell you every morning, but just in case you don't watch me or you forgot, you know what I'm talking about? You come get them from me. You know what I'm talking about? You come get them things from me. You know what I'm talking about? Did you see them? You know what I'm talking about? But if all else fails, and I mean if all else fails, man, you can go on collect you one off of Amazon. Make sure you copy your hardback, man. Funkadai trying in stores now. Make sure you go Amazon, copy your hardback, man. Stick Up 2 coming soon. Funkadai trying 2 coming real soon. You know what I'm talking about, man? What's that? Swing that finger, young man. Talking about that one right there. That's the one, bro. Come on with it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Come on with it, bro. You know what I'm talking about, man? Worldwide INC, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide Incorporated, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say, bro, what do you mean by that? I'm gonna continuously tell you I mean everybody. You know what I'm talking about? And Dugu, Fresh, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rude. Lil Rue, you know what I'm talking about, man. Tata the player, that's who comes next, man. Same thing, bro. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on the top of that thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Keep that head up, you know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Now let's get through these disclaimers. But before we do that, mama says and mama always says, you know what I'm talking about, man. Brush them whiskers when you on Tibet, boy. Even if they got a hole in them, you know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. Classic roast, piping hot. You know what I'm talking about, man? Now, who is we at? Oh, these disclaimers, man. Now, let's get through these disclaimers. Now, good brother like myself, good brother like myself. I don't promote no drug usage. Good brother like myself, good brother like myself. I don't promote no drug sellers. No. Good brother like me. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no crime. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I don't promote no violence. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Don't. You know what I'm talking about? Promote. You know what I'm talking about? No. Negativity. You know what I'm talking about? No, man. You know what I'm talking about? No. Me, man, I don't promote shit. They was talking to Brett. Man, I don't promote shit. All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we got, young ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm talking about? But good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about, man? I ain't prejudiced, no, man. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I ain't got nothing against the little people. Nah, man. You know what I'm talking about? Me, man. I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to Brett. Man, I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? And that love. You know what I'm talking about? That love. You know what I'm talking about? Back to the YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here. Fuck with your partner. Come fuck with nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Oh man, how's y'all doing on this Turd Testimonial? You say Turd Testimonial? What are you talking about, baby? Cause we finna get into it. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out all the bitches who ain't never ran track but still got ran. She's fast. I see you fucking he all talking about. Fuck it, man. You say Turd Testimonial, what did you talk about? Oh, we gonna be all over the place on this one right here, y'all. Turd Testimonial, man. It ain't nothing for that bullshit testimonial, man, that we be passing down. You know what I'm talking about? I say, bro, what do you mean by bullshit? Now, listen, man. I got to reiterate this because I don't have no problems with nobody. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm talking about right here some shit that I goes through in my own motherfucking life. You know what I'm talking about? With the Turd Testimonial shit. Now, I'm going to tell you, you might not even be realizing this, man. But some of this we do as a whole, bruh. That has been keeping us fucked up for a while, man. You know what I'm talking about? Not all of us, but a good majority of us, bruh. is we don't even pass the right information down to the next generation, folks. We don't. And listen, if you got kids, Coffee Chronicle. I know that shit hard as a motherfucker. Because I ain't sitting here like I'm the best motherfucking parent. I told you, man. I ain't, you know what I'm talking about? Just like everybody else, bro. I ain't gonna consider myself one of the best parents, but this is what I can tell you I did out of being a parent. Because kids just hard-headed as a motherfucker. They just is, man. Kids is just hard-headed than a motherfucker now. But it's still on you to tell them the right shit. Now, they might not listen, but it's still on you to give it to them, you know what I'm talking about? Because just like I was, my daddy was giving me the right shit forever. I wasn't listening to that shit until that shit started to come from fruition. And then I got the understanding what the fuck he was talking about. Oh, shit, this is what bro was talking about. You know what I'm talking about? For real, man. So he gave me some shit that even though I wasn't listening to, it was still in my mind. Because he made sure it was up in my head. You know what I'm talking about? And that's all you can do, man. You know, what somebody else do with the right information, that's on them, man. You know what I'm talking about? But it's up to us kind of, you know what I'm talking about? And I ain't talking about the kids of the world, bro. I'm just talking about your little nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about, bro? I'm just talking about the kids that's immediate around your circle or whatever, bro. It's on you to pass them the, it's on you, bro, to pass them down. You know what I'm talking about? But because like I said, this shit gonna be all over the place today. Bro, we be on some fucked up shit in today's time, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And it start with this janky ass computer shit, folks. It just do, bro. It start with this janky ass shit right here, bro. Because this motherfucker will take you right on out of reality, folks. It'll make you act like your real life is some fake shit and this shit is the real shit right here, bro. Nah, bro. It ain't. And that's what's happening, like, this shit is taking the place of real life, bro. It just is. And on top of that, man, we be telling the people some bullshit. We do. I'm going to tell y'all, and this is Coffee Chronicle. If you come ask me, if I just went and seen the movie, and you come ask me if the movie was good or not, my exact words is, it was either good to me or it wasn't good to me. But you still might want to go see it to see what you think about it. You know what I'm talking about? Because somebody else can't never really tell you what something is like, bruh, until you see it yourself. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Somebody told you that they didn't like a movie that you loved, or somebody told you they loved the movie that you thought was stupid as a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? It's something like that. And I'm going to tell you as people what we do, bruh. We have and this is, I don't have nothing against that Bible or nothing, man. If that's what you need to go, you know what I'm talking about, to make you a better person, go right on ahead, man. I don't have a problem with nothing. You get what I'm saying? I don't. But this is the shit I see people do with that shit, bro. There's no way that there's only one book that says whatever it says, and somehow we get 900 million different meanings. Now, that don't make no sense to me, bro. It just don't. Now, the book tells what it says, but somehow we get 900 different meanings. And some shit that we've been doing forever, even since I was little, bro. We'll have a problem in our life and go to the Bible. You know what I'm talking about? And act like this is what the Bible was talking about. And that ain't what the fuck the Bible was talking about. It ain't, folks. But you just done squeeze that shit up in there on the manipulation tactic. That ain't what the Bible was talking about, folks. You know what I'm talking about? The Bible was talking about what it was talking about for its times, bro. But what we good for doing, and we be doing this shit to the kids, bro. And that's why I got a problem this morning. Now, this is something I got a problem with. Coffee Chronicles. Now, I just didn't have no problem to them right then, man. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm going to tell you what my motherfucking problem is right here. Because we skip all around that motherfucker, y'all. And we use that motherfucker as a form of our manipulation to do whatever the fuck it is we trying to do. And that's what the fuck we be doing, reciting these Bible quotes. And I'm going to tell you something that just burns me up every time I think about it. This is the type of shit we do with the Bible. When it come, now you fuck around and get pregnant or something, we gonna preach about how God said abortion is an abomination and all this shit right here. Or we gonna drill that into a motherfucker's head. Why don't we drill into a motherfucker's head? God say don't have sex before you married. We missed that part, bruh, somehow. And you can go commit another sin, but this the sin right here, you finna get abominated for. And that shit right there just burns me up. You know what I'm talking about? Because we skip all around that motherfucker, y'all. And we try to drive points home about certain shit. If you're going to drive a point home about anything about that Bible, drive all the points home, man. Stop skipping all around that motherfucker until you trying to manipulate somebody to believe your game, bruh. And I don't have a problem with this, but this is the thing that gets on my nerves. We do that shit, y'all. We come with that Bible quick all day. We reciting shit about that Bible. This is what God said. God said what he said, folks. God just said what he said, man. And I don't get how we got 900 million different meanings out of what God said. Just shout out to everybody, man. I'm talking about some shit I'm going through. So this ain't for nobody to get offended or nothing. I'm talking about me. That shit got me hot, man. Hot as a motherfucker. I'm telling you something bro done went through, man. And watch a motherfucker come around and tell a motherfucker like they going to hell if they have an abortion. You know what I'm talking about? But you ain't going to hell if you get pregnant. We be teaching the wrong shit. We just got a rationalization for everything, man. Especially when we not on our job. Because for some reason, nobody wants to be wrong. You know what I'm talking about? We'll not be on our job, including me. You know what I'm talking about? Then we get defensive when a motherfucker point out that we not on our job. Now somehow we got to point out how they not on their job. But them not being on their job has nothing to do with the mistake you made, man. And we get too much up into that. Coffee Chronicles. And what that does is, it won't even let you hear what the fuck you did wrong. Because you instantly accusing somebody else. That's what you using your brain power for now. You know what I'm talking about? Out in they faults. You get what I'm saying? You ain't even thought about correcting the one that was on you. Y'all just fighting with faults. You get what I'm saying? Oh, you did this, you did that, you did this. It leaves no room for you to correct yourself about what you did. So what was somebody else did? And that's what I don't think we get. Because they got us in the habit of just teasing motherfuckers with these Turd Testimonials Tuesday. It is, you know what I'm talking about? They got us in the habit of just teasing and fucking with each other all day. It leaves no room for nobody correcting themselves. So now we just fighting with faults. Oh, you did this, you did that, you did. Come on, bro. I don't know. But we be passing hella bad information down, bro. We do. And we be sitting here rewriting that damn Bible. And we do that too much. We do. We do that shit way too much. And if you just use your own common sense, God said what he said, bro. God said what he said, not what you want that shit to mean at the point you trying to make a point. God said this. That shit has nothing to even do with your, you know what I'm talking about? That's what God said at the end, man. He was talking about them days back then. And somehow, no matter what motherfucking, what we come by in life, we try to go find a Bible verse to squeeze, this is what God was talking about when no, he wasn't, bro. Nigga get caught cheating on his bitch. Go straight to the Bible, to the part where it say forgiveness. Where God said you should forgive. He wasn't talking about that shit right there, bro. But we could use that. We could just, that's why I say people use that motherfucker as a rationalization, bro. Because you can always go to a partner and change that shit into what you want it to mean, bro. And if you say that out loud, they get mad, bro. It just shouldn't be no 900 motherfucking million meanings to some shit that God said. And y'all act like I be playing. And that's what we just escaping now in reality, bro. We ain't really telling people the truth or nothing, bro. We trying to get out of where we was wrong at, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because for some reason, motherfuckers sit around here with some kind of guilt or something about some shit they did, bro. Like, I don't have no guilt, bro. I do. But it don't come from no, you know what I'm talking about? I got some other kind of guilt I got to live with, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Where it was my fault, or I felt it was my fault, whether it was or not. You get what I'm saying? I felt it was my fault. So that's some shit I gotta live with. You get what I'm saying? But I don't try to rationalize shit of it. Nigga, I feel that way, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't gotta tell me. You better not. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you ain't gotta tell me. You get what I'm saying? I don't fight with myself trying to come up with reasons how I don't think it was my fault. No, I don't do that, bro. You just gotta take some shit on the chin. You just do. It ain't always about squeezing out of something or trying to make your part less. You know what I'm talking about? Because there's people we good for that shit too. On this Turd Testimonial Tuesday, we good for minimizing every fucking thing we do. And everything somebody else do, we just makes it gigantic. You know what I'm talking about? Even if it was the same thing. You know what I'm talking about? Somehow it was little when we did it. You know what I'm talking about? When somebody else do it, oh, that's when the big trouble came. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew says, old man, old lady. Nephew says, old man, old lady. Hey, you get me right? I'm just on this Turd Testimonial, man. Coffee Chronicles. On some real shit, man. We rewrite that Bible too much. We skip over so much important shit. You get what I'm saying? To get to some bullshit. Just like that pregnant shit. We gonna sit up there and beat into a motherfucker head about it's a sin to have an abortion. But we ain't gonna beat into a motherfucker head. You shouldn't even be having sex. You get what I'm saying? Or better yet, we ain't gonna even pay attention. You know what I'm talking about? No, we ain't gonna even pay attention to what's really going on. Because we up here on this computer trying to create some invisible power, man. And that's another thing that's sad, man, on this Turd Testimonial, folks. Like, now I'm talking about this computer shit, y'all. Or just a fake popularity, or you might even have a real popularity, bro. But it's crazy that this shit has got to a point to where 1 million followers to you means the same thing like you just moving hella mean. You get what I'm saying? So you can feel like you popular and everybody watching you and shit, bro. And you'll go to the real world like with some kind of fake ass uh mindset of some like use a high level celebrity or something, bruh, and you will be treating people as that. You get what I'm saying? Like you'll be somewhere just all out just saying something because you think that you're important to some invisible people, or you like even if you real popular, you still important to some fans, bruh. Them still invisible people. People you don't really know for real. You know what I'm talking about? You can have hella fans, but that shit means nothing. Somewhere where somebody don't care about that shit. But you would really have it in your head like you a popular motherfucker and go somewhere and think you could just say anything out your mouth or talk to somebody or treat people. Man, that shit crazy, folks. That shit crazy, bro. Because, like, people don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. You'll take yourself somewhere and get yourself hurt, folks. Shut up. We just need to step down off of whatever we own, folks. We need to get back into reality. That's what we need to do, y'all. We need to get back into reality and realize this shit up here is really like it's the land of imaginary along. It's the land of imaginary meets the revenge of the nerds, like one of them cartoons. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you got the nerds running around the land of imaginary, man. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew says old man, old lady. Nephew says old man, old lady. But we just need to stop. Or you don't have to. No, you don't. Keep on going. See where it gets you. But we getting to a point, man, where like this shit playing with your mind. This shit actually got you, I don't know. This shit right here play with your mind, man. It'll make you think that, like, that you really important or something, bro. And you can only be important in the real world, folks. That's the only place you could be important. And that's what the problem with a lot of this shit be, though. Some motherfuckers' lives and in the real world be so motherfucking raggedy that they have to jump on this motherfucker right here to escape reality. Like you just going to buy a fifth. You know you can overdose on this shit too, don't you? Yeah, you can, man. Watch out. Enough is enough. You know what I'm talking about? Enough is enough, man. You can overdose on this shit right here, man. That's why it's always important to be more important in the real world than you is up here, folks. It just is. Don't let this shit play with your mind, man. This shit isn't like, I don't know, bro. Do it. You know what I'm talking about? See where you get, come back and tell it. You know what I'm talking about? That's all I did. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't show the thing. I bet you that slap. I'm finna get on that right now. But yeah, man, on this Turd Testimonial, let's stop doing that, bro. Let's stop having the excuse for everything that happened. Let's stop wanting to, like, I just can't be wrong by myself. We either both got to be wrong or we both got to be right. You get what I'm saying? Let's stop all that, man. Let's stop passing just saying anything out of our mouth. You get what I'm saying? Let's stop skipping around that Bible. You know what I'm talking about? Let's stop. Let's just stop all that shit, bro. Let's stop using that Bible as manipulation. You know what I'm talking about, man? Let's stop that. Let's stop going through shit that we didn't got into our own self with our own with our own decisions. You get what I'm saying? Then we jump to a Bible verse talking about this is what God was talking about, because that ain't what he was talking about. It just ain't. That's just a way for you to get up out of what the fuck. It ain't always the other person. And that's what we don't get. We quick to the other person. We never look at ourselves. You know what I'm talking about? We never look at ourselves, man. We don't. No, that's Tang. I'm finna get right back with him. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to all the fellas. And that's Tang right there. That's one of the best daddies I know, man, for real. My nigga serious about that parentship. If that's a word, you know, our bread just make up a word. But being a parent, my nigga serious about that shit. I ain't talking about no Instagram serious. I'm talking about real life serious. You know what I'm talking about? Where you walking your niggas to school every day. Like, you know what I'm talking about? That old school shit. Like Socrates. You know, you seen how Socrates grabbed a little, y'all ain't never even seen that movie, man. Shout out to that. You feel me? But on some real shit, bro, we gotta stop doing this. We do, people. We gotta stop doing this. We gotta stop jumping to that Bible verse. This is what God, nah, man. Because God said a lot of shit about making bad decisions, too. You should pick your decisions wisely. You know what I'm talking about? It's up to you. So we have to stop running around making the decisions we make. Then we looking for an excuse why we made the decisions we made. Because you made it. Sometimes you just got to take that shit on the chin, man. You get what I'm saying? You just do, man. That's life. And we ain't teaching real life no more, man. We teaching how to weasel and wiggle up out of accountability. How to be disrespectful to one another. You know what I'm talking about, man? How to sit there and just keep on, man, that shit crazy. Fucking with your own every day, tearing your own down. Look at him, teasing them and shit. Nah. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna send you to jail. You know what I'm talking about? That's how they got us playing with each other now, man. You remember how they used to say no horse playing? That's what we doing now, though. We horse playing. We is, y'all. We need to cut this shit out, folks. All we got is us, folks. I said, brother, you go again, Malcolm X. Nah, nigga. They just don't want to teach you the real no more. They gonna teach you how not to be accountable for what the fuck you doing. You know what I'm talking about? I can tell you what you can't make a rationalization for when you dead. If you do something to get yourself killed, you can't make no rationalization for that. Yeah, somebody fuck you off, you can't come back and say they only fucked me off because, you know what I'm talking about? Nah, that shit is over with. That shit just over with, man. And with that one right there, only you could prevent forest fires. You know what I'm talking about, man? If you don't remember nothing else, always remember it don't cost nothing. Just show a little bit of that love.